No peace. No peace. No peace.
Justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice.
Let's talk about Fall Block, geared towards Black MPHC. MPHC organizations who have historical context, who are needed for our Black students here. Because CPHC couldn't participate in Fall Block, they cut half of the funding for Fall Block. That's the only time really Black students at VCU get to celebrate their Blackness.
Usually chapters have to give about $100 as a registration fee. That's fine, that's general. But now we had chapters have to raise money $500 extra to be able to participate in the show. But that was never an issue because we had the money to provide for it. So that's the issue when we're talking about things that are going on with the Black community. That's an issue because the Fall Block Step Show is a huge representation of what we experience as Black people every day.
Like, how can you feel some type of way because we're not letting you join in something that's like it was never technically a part of your history? It's like that's cultural appropriate. Like you getting out there stepping, you getting out there strolling when that's not historically anything that means anything to you. You just want to be a part of something, and so because you can't be a part of something, because white students can't be a part of something, like. The funding gets cut. You know, technically, white students have spaces all the time conducive to just them. And what they might not just say white only. It might not be, but they had spaces that conducive to them, and they had the funding to make that happen. Whereas Black students, you can't do that. We're tired of hearing about trying when you could be doing like that. Like at this point, we need you guys to do. Last year, Ashe did an event. Black student organization did an event talking about the lack of Black faculty here, talking about, and we here a year later, and we keep talking about an initiative that still hasn't happened.
Like I really wanted to put myself in a Black space so I could feel more comfortable and express more of my cultural history. And so to have to raise the money, like Sheree said, was really hard on my chapter because we're a smaller chapter. And it took away from programs that we wanted to do to help the Black community. So we had to scale back on our program about domestic abuse. We had to scale back on our scholarships because, dang, we want to do Fall Block. And we had to come up with $600 out of pocket. $600 when you have a 6-person chapter.
Express your culture, right?
Yes, and it's so hurtful when I see CP orgs trying to stroll and things like that. It's really hurtful when you know the blood, sweat, and tears that they put into my organizations and the hard work that my founders had to do to keep us above flow. It's hurtful, it's degrading, and it's disrespectful. So for us to tell you all, no, we don't want you all to be a part of that, and for us to be punished for having something on our own, it's just hurtful and it's just diminishing to us as VCU people.